Hello friends, myself R.D. Mahajan, Assistant Professor, MIT Aurangabad, presenting my next video on the topic Inverse Laplace Transform by Partial Fraction Method, Case 2, when factors are real and repeated. In the previous video, I have discussed the first case when factors are real and different or distinct. In this, I am discussing second case when factors are real and repeated by solving some simple example. First example, find inverse Laplace of s plus 2 divided by s square into s plus 3. Here the degree of numerator term is 1 and degree of denominator term is 3. 1 is less than 3 means it is proper fraction, and as it is proper fraction we can use partial fraction. Therefore here there are two factors, s square and s plus 3. First factor is repeated twice and second is non-repeated. Therefore this become case 2 when factors are real and repeated. Therefore how to solve such type of problem, that I will explain with the help of this example. Therefore here f bar of s is s plus 2 divided by s square s plus 3. A way to make partial fraction or to write partial fraction is whenever it is repeated we write a upon that factor, as repeated it we take next as b upon s square. If it is repeated third time it is c upon s cube, like this. Therefore every time we have to increase the power by 1, and for this non-repeated it is c upon s plus 3. We call this as equation 1. Then finding the LCM as for this 3 factor as s square into s plus 3 we get, therefore s plus 2 divided by s square into s plus 3 is equals to divided by this s to this LCM, one s get cancelled, therefore remains s into s plus 3, which by which we have to multiply to a. Therefore a into that term it is s plus 3 dividing by s square get cancelled, remains s plus 3, therefore b into that term and dividing by s plus 3 get cancelled, remains s square into that c, therefore we get c into s square, and whole divided by that LCM is s square s plus 3. So that we can cancel this same term on both sides, and therefore we get this term s plus 2 is equals to a into if you multiply it inside it is s square plus 3s plus b into s plus 3 and plus c into s square. Then we simplify it by collecting the terms of s square, collecting the terms of s and then constant terms. Therefore, I will take x square common from all this. It is a into s square, means a remains here. It is bs, and here it is cs square. Therefore, c into s square. There are two terms of s square. Taking s square common, we get a plus c. Then collecting the terms of s. Here it is 3as. Therefore, 3a plus bs and last bracket for the constant term. Therefore, here no constant term. 3b is the constant term. And then comparing. Two sides. Here the coefficient of s square is a plus c, and there is no any term of s square, therefore it is equals to 0. Then coefficient of s is 3a plus b, and here the coefficient of s is 1, and the constant term 3b, and here the constant term is 2. Okay. From this we get the value of b as 2/3. Okay. If we put that value here in this, we get 3a is equals to 1 minus b. It is 1 minus b. B is 2/3. 3 minus 2, we get 1/3. 3a is equals to 1/3. It implies a is equals to 1/9. And from this, first we get c is equals to minus a, and that is minus 1/9. Therefore, the values are 2/3, a as 1/9, and c as minus 1/9. Substituting this in equation 1. One becomes, it is s plus 2 divided by s square s plus 3 is equals to a. The value of a is 1/9 divided by s, then b 2/3 divided by s square, and c is minus 1/9 divided by s plus 3. Okay. Then taking the inverse on both sides. Therefore, next step, inverse Laplace of left hand side is equals to inverse Laplace of right hand side term. And then taking individual inverse, while finding inverse we take constant term outside, therefore 1/9 constant outside. Inverse of 1 by s is 1, standard result. 2/3 inverse of 1 by s raised to n, using that formula. inverse of 1 by s raised to n is t raised to n minus 1 upon n minus 1 factorial. If it is a positive integer, here power is 2, positive integer, therefore it is t raised to 2 minus 1 means t divided by 2 minus 1, that is 1 factorial. 1 factorial is 1. Okay, then minus 1 by 9 inverse of 1 upon s plus a, again standard result as e raised to minus at, and by that standard result its inverse is e raised to minus 3t, and the inverse of left hand side, it is f bar of s, its inverse is f of t, and therefore we get required answer f of t is equals to 1 by 9 2 by 3 into t minus 1 by 9 e raised to minus 3t as the required inverse Laplace transform or the answer. Therefore, this is the way by which we can find the inverse. Here important one is this step, collecting the terms of s square, collecting the terms of s and the constant term, and then comparing with left hand side term, and then solving that equations we can determine the values of a, b, c. Whatever that values we put here in equation 1 and then find the inverse. Second, find inverse Laplace of 3s plus 2 divided by s plus 1 square s plus 1 bracket square into s minus 2. Therefore, nowhere it is mentioned that we have to apply partial fraction technique. By observing the term, we have to decide whether we can apply that technique or not. Check is, here the degree of numerator is 1 and degree of denominator is 2 plus 1, that is 3. 1 less than 3 means it is proper fraction, and as it is proper fraction, we can use partial fraction. Therefore, that f bar of s is 3s plus 2 divided by s plus 1 bracket square into s minus 2. Here there are three factors. First two factors are repeated and last one is non-repeated. Therefore, it is a case number 2 when factors are real and repeated. And as factors are real and repeated, we use that technique. This a upon that factor as it is repeated, we take next as b upon s plus 1 square, as it is repeated twice. Every time we increase power by 1. And for this non-repeated, it is c upon s minus 2. We call this as equation 1. And then finding a LCM. LCM is here s plus 1 bracket square into s minus 2. And therefore, directly I am writing this numerator term. We get 3s plus 2 is equals to, dividing by this s plus 1 to this LCM, 1 s plus 1 get cancelled. Remaining is s plus 1 into s minus 2, by which we multiply to a. Therefore, a into that term Okay, then divide by this to this get cancelled, remains s minus 2, by which we multiply to b, and s minus 2 dividing by s minus 2, s minus 2 get cancelled, this remains, therefore c into that term. Okay, and then simplifying it, it is a into performing this product, a into s square, minus 2s plus s, we get minus s addition, and the product of this last term is minus 2. Therefore performing that product, b into s minus 2 as it is, expanding this bracket, a plus b whole square, a square means a square twice ab, and plus b square 1 square. Okay, and then collecting the terms of a square, collecting the terms of s, and then constant term. Here term of s square, here term of s square, therefore a into s square means a remains, plus c into s square, taking s square common we get a plus c. Then the terms of s, here it is minus as plus bs and plus 2cs. Okay, and then constant terms, that constant terms are here minus 2a, then minus 2b and plus c. Okay, then comparing these two sides, comparing two sides. Coefficient of s square is a plus c. On left hand side, no term of s square, therefore its coefficient is 0. The coefficient of s is minus a plus b plus 2c, and the coefficient of s is here 3. Then next constant term is here minus 2a minus 2b plus c, and on left hand side constant term is 2. Then solving these three equations simultaneously, from first we get a equals to minus c, and if we put that values here in this 2, it gives you a as minus c, that minus and this minus, it become plus c, then plus b plus 2c is equals to 3. This gives you c plus 2c, it is 3c plus b is equals to 3, and put that value of a as minus c here, that minus and this minus it become plus, therefore 2c minus 2b and plus c is equals to 2, therefore 2c plus c we get 3c minus 2b is equals to 2. Therefore we have two simultaneous equations in terms of b and c, solving it by elimination technique. Subtracting this become plus this become minus. So that this CC get cancelled. 2b plus b we get 3b. 3 minus 2 we get 1. It gives you b is equals to s 1 by 3. Okay. And if we put that value in any one of this equation, we get 3c is equals to 3 minus b. 3 minus b, b is 1 by 3. Therefore 9 minus 1, 8 by 3. And therefore we get c is equals to 8 by 9. Okay, and a is equals to minus c. Therefore a is equals to minus 8 by 9. Okay. Substituting these values in equation 1. Therefore, left hand side is 3s plus 2 divided by s plus 1 square s minus 2 is equals to a. The value of a is minus 8 by 9 divided by s plus 1. The value of b is 1 by 3 divided by s plus 1 square, and the value of c is 8 by 9 divided by s minus 2. Okay, and then after substituting the values, we take the inverse on both sides. Therefore, taking inverse on both sides, inverse of left hand side, inverse of right hand side. Okay, and then individual inverse. Therefore, it is equals to minus 8 by 9 constant inverse Laplace of 1 upon s plus 1, 1 by 3 constant inverse Laplace of s plus 1 bracket square and plus 8 by 9 inverse Laplace of 1 upon s minus 2. Okay, and then using the standard results. Here 1 upon s plus a, its inverse is e raised to minus 80. Therefore, it is minus 8 by 9 e raised to minus 80. A is 1. Therefore, e raised to minus t. 1 by 3. Inverse for this, that standard result, I will write down here. It is inverse Laplace of one upon s plus a raised to n. It is shifting theorem, e raised to minus 80 into inverse of 1 by s raised to n, and that when it is positive integer, its inverse is t raised to n minus 1 by n minus 1 factorial. standard result which I have already discussed. Therefore, using that result, here A is 1, therefore e raised to minus at minus 1 times t means minus t. T raised to 2 minus 1 we get 1 by 1 factorial. 1 factorial is 1, therefore it is e raised to minus t into t plus eight by 9 inverse of 1 upon s plus a is e raised to minus, for minus it is plus at means it is 2 times t, and the inverse of left hand side it is f of t, and therefore the inverse Laplace for this is minus 8 by 9 e raised to minus t, 1 by 3 e raised to minus t into t plus 8 by 9 e raised to 2t as the required answer. Therefore, in this I use this two standard result, inverse of 1 upon s plus a raised to n as e raised to minus at t raised to n minus 1 divided by n minus 1 factorial, and the second result inverse Laplace of 1 upon s minus a is e raised to at. Okay. Therefore, with the help of these two examples, I have explained case number 2, when factors are real and repeated, how to obtain the inverse Laplace transform by partial fraction method. If you are watching my videos, please like it, share it, as well as subscribe my channel for latest update or new updates. Thank you.